5 matches that Paul Wight could have in AEW. Welcome to SCW here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. You've probably heard the breaking news today by now. Paul Wight, aka The Big Show, has signed a multi-year deal with AEW, All Elite Wrestling. He will be mainly as a commentator for the brand new show on Mondays on YouTube at 7 PM, which will be AEW's Elevation, but also, as well as that, and being an ambassador for the company, he's also a legend who is expected to have some matches in the ring. So without further ado, I've prepared 5 matches that I think we could see Paul Wight have in AEW. The first one goes without saying, and I think many would be expecting this in the wrestling community. It's celebrity versus wrestler. It is Shaquille O'Neal against The Big Show. That's right, because Shaq is going to be appearing on Dynamite on March the 3rd in a mixed tag team match. Well, many years ago, he did compete in a WWE ring in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 32, and he was expected to wrestle The Big Show in a one-on-one match at WrestleMania 33, which was built off that moment in the Battle Royale. Now, of course, the match was pulled, and both guys were very disappointed. I think we could see this in AEW. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody gets injured by the hands of Shaq, and maybe this is the way that Paul Wight makes his debut. Maybe this match is built for Double or Nothing, because that feels like it would be pay-per-view level. It would be that celebrity, the star attraction. Then it'd be a great superstar to face in Paul Wight, who's got so much experience in the ring as well. These two probably had a good plan of how they were going to have a match previously. I think this is a match we could expect to go down at some point in AEW. Next, of course, there is the current wrestlers, and the big guy versus big guy dynamic seems always very popular, doesn't it? When you've got someone with the experience of Paul Wight going in the ring against someone like the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer, would make a lot of sense to happen. So for me, I think this is a possible match you could have, because Lance Archer is tearing through the roster each and every week, and there's not many superstars that are his own size will now enter Paul Wight. You've got arguably dream match territory. You've got, the legend versus the superstar of now, and it could be even a case of passing of the torch. So I would be quite in favour of seeing that match with Paul Wight and Lance Archer in AEW. Next one kind of involves perhaps someone having to turn heel, but hey, Paul Wight may have done that once or twice in his career, hasn't he? Paul Wight against Marco Stunt. Yes, of course, the big versus little man dynamic. Marco Stunt's best work in AEW is when we see larger superstars destroy him in squash matches. And of course, we've seen that with the likes of Lance Archer before during the pandemic era in QT Marshall's gym when those episodes of Dynamite were airing. Fantastic when you see this bigger, larger-than-life superstar just destroys Marco Stunt in a complete squash match in 2 to 3 minutes. I think this is something that could happen here because, hey, if Paul Wight was to turn heel, and that's, like I said, he's done it before, maybe a few hundred times, I think that this could be a fun sort of match that you can have where you can almost have Paul Wight as the bully. But going into number 4, and someone would need to protect Marco Stunt, and this is another one of those big guy versus big guy dynamics. Of course, someone else that is in the Jungle Express is Luchasaurus. Now, of course, Luchasaurus, again, it's that same thing of passing of the torch, as I said with Lance Archer. Big guy versus big guy. The story sort of writes itself, and if he's protecting the likes of Marco Stunt and even Jungle Boy, that would make kind of a lot of sense if you were to build that into a mini feud or rivalry. Luchasaurus, not by his in-ring work, but sometimes by his look, I kind of get that sort of Kane vibe off of him. And of course, Paul Wight is used to facing guys of like a Kane stature and could put off a lot of experience over to someone like Luchasaurus. So for me, this would be something that would benefit these sort of superstars going forward in AEW because, of course, with the wealth of experience Paul Wight has, he can pass that knowledge. And what a better way to pass that knowledge than having a match on Dynamite or on pay-per-view. Last but not least, this probably is the most unlikely of potential matches we could get here, but hey, they have history of doing this. We're talking Chris Jericho and Paul Wight as a tag team. Of course, they were Jericho in WWE throughout 2009 as tag team champions. You probably couldn't call them Jericho in AEW. Maybe Jera White or Jera Paul. We can work on the name, but that's not important right now. But those two could work together as a tag team. Now you're probably saying to me, but Chris Jericho, he's the leader of the Inner Circle. Well, a bit of storytelling could make this work, where this could be a reality somewhere further down the line, because Chris Jericho is a part of the Inner Circle right now, but there are rumors that MJF is trying to, break up the Inner Circle from within. And if MJF was to do that, or was to take over the Inner Circle and kick Chris Jericho out of the group, him and Wardlow could be the leaders, and Chris Jericho would be looking for someone to watch his back and probably to go up against MJF and Wardlow. And Wardlow, again, one of these bigger superstars, perhaps you could get Chris Jericho and Paul Wight together against MJF and Wardlow. It seems like it would be quite far away right now, but maybe somewhere further down the line with a bit of storytelling, this match could actually become a reality. But of course, if we were going to get Chris Jericho and Paul Wight as a team, there probably is a likelihood as a bonus match that I'm going to give for you now. More than likely, they'll be thrown against the Young Bucks, because any tag team that is from the past that faces the Young Bucks in AEW is usually seen as a dream match. It's not a dig, it's just usually the way it's done. So that probably would be the most likely destination if they probably ever were to be a tandem. But that's my matches for you there. Would you like to see any of those matches? Have I missed out a match that you would like to see? Let me know in the comments section right now. This has been 5 matches that Paul Wight could have in All Elite Wrestling. There are many great videos you can come and check out on the channel right now, including my thoughts of Paul Wight actually signing with AEW, as well as that SCW interviews is available for you right now with a special guest this week, Bonafide Heat, a wrestling YouTuber, very popular one as well. Go and check that interview out now. More videos will be dropping during the week, including the Q&A Ask SCW coming on the weekend this Sunday. But that's all from me. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, share with a friend. I'll see you next time. Have yourselves a great day. You've been watching SCW.